It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your psychic-powered children are? The Innocents was written and directed by Eskil Vogt. It's set in Norway during the bright Nordic summer where the sun beats down on you and never lets you sleep. Ha ha ha! I'm not gonna let you sleep, humans! Apparently the sun is Skeletor from the He-Man cartoon, but nevertheless, since it is set in Norway, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the cast members' names because I'm pretty certain I was only somewhere near the ballpark of getting the writer-director's name right. But since it's in Norway, get ready to break out the subtitles and follow the story centered around 4 children and their parents. And we first see Ida and Anna, who are moving with their parents to a new location because the dad got a new job. The mother is trying to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Needs Ida's help to watch Anna. Ida is a bit jealous of Anna because Anna needs special attention because she's nonverbal autistic. So she needs a certain environment, needs special care, and Ida doesn't handle all that well. She pinches her, and she doesn't feel a thing, and even puts glass in her shoe because jealousy. Because that's what you fucking do when you're dealing with siblings or anybody that, has certain conditions. Yeah, let's mock them. Let's fucking do that. No, don't fucking do that. I guess I was supposed to anger me, and anger any viewers, which I guess was kind of the fucking point to set the tone for the movie. And also another child is Aisha, who has a bit of a sick mother, and also has a skin condition where she has white blotches on her arm, on her face. But she just wants to be seen as a normal kid, play with dollies, brush her hair, and have fun. And there's also Ben, who lives with his mother, who has a little fort area in a forest, and just wants to be, an explorative kid. And that's all this movie is. It's just about 4 kids exploring and enjoying the Nordic summer and everything, and nothing bad happens. Oh yeah, when the adults are away, the kids will play and discover that they have strange powers. Some can make objects move. Some can control people with their minds. And some people can just do, crazy things. Some people can, have the benefit of second sight. They can communicate through others. And some will use these powers for good. And one will use these powers for evil indeed. Best way I can describe this movie before getting into spoilers in a little bit is, remember Brightburn? Remember Chronicle? Remember a little known indie X-Men type movie called Freaks that came out in 2019? It's like a mixture of those. It's very much a character study with the psychic, the superpower overtones, but they keep that in the background at times, only bringing it up to push the story along. They make it more about the acting, and I will say the kids are actually pretty goddamn good in this. Kids are pretty good. The adults are fine. It does center around the kids, and sometimes it's hard to get good kid actors. These 4 do really goddamn well. And I kept wondering why the name Eskil Vogt sounded familiar. He wrote The Worst Person in the World. I love The Worst Person in the World. It was also set in Norway and it was a great character study. My God, you never want to get in a relationship again after watching that. That's also on Hulu. Check that out. This is available on Amazon for a few bucks and is absolutely worth it. I fucking love this. Could have done without the animal violence. Really could have done without the animal violence, but I get why they did that. But boy, as they keep discovering their powers, it becomes increasingly obvious that one of them is not exactly using their powers in a great way. And because they're kids, they have to balance utilizing these powers, growing these powers, understanding these powers, and also being children and interacting with their parents and interacting with other adults. It's very much a character study that really, really works. And I hope that Eskil Vogt gets more opportunities to do movies like this because this would, and I'm not saying just in the same vein. I'm not saying the same type of story. This could have easily been a ridiculous, stupid movie because it's an indie movie that deals with something that you need a lot of special effects for. This didn't. Use subtlety, great characters, great stuff, even though, again, there were a few things I didn't particularly care for, and there were a few times where I'm like, wow, why would you fucking do that? That's really goddamn stupid, you fucking evil son of a bitch. Nevertheless, it's really, really good, and just fucking terrific to watch. I encourage you guys to absolutely check this out. This is going to end up being one of my favorite movies of the year. And it deals with the innocence of being a child. But also how some children won't handle this shit well at all. And it would fracture their little minds and everything. But there's some good stuff and some good character growth that just really touched me and really made really made this movie goddamn good. It flew by in just under 2 hours. And that's about what the runtime was. It was like an hour and 57 minutes. But I am going to get into spoilers here, but absolutely check this out. It's great, great stuff. If you like the writing from the worst person in the world, this is obviously a different genre, but it is really, really good. And some very jarring moments. A couple that I could have done without, but they were necessary to advance the story. Anyway, gonna get into spoilers. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. Okay, so, yeah, Ida tortures her sister a bit for no goddamn reason. And then we find out about all these other kids. Ida meets Ben, and he shows how he can move things with his mind. Certain objects, not too heavy, and just, or otherwise they won't work. And how has he discovered this stuff? They never really describe how these powers come up. Ida's jealousy of Anna continues. And then Aisha gets shown, having a skin disorder. And I point out Ida's a goddamn bitch, but she has a bit of a character arc a little bit later. There was a foggy Norway part that was just fucking freaky. It looked like it was models, but it was really, really goddamn freaky, just scary. Basically, a little bit later, Aisha and Anna form a bond. And it turns out Aisha has certain powers. She can communicate through people, and even though Anna is nonverbal, she is able to speak. That makes her mother very happy. Makes her mother very jarred, because she's like, my God, we never thought that she would be able to speak. And it floors her, it floors the dad. And after that, it becomes obvious that Ben is a bit of a jackass, because just before that, they take Aisha's cat, drop it about 10 stories, the thing has a broken leg and internal injuries, and Ben steps on the cat's head. Why did you need to do that? I wanted the character of Ben, not the kid. I mean, I'm pretty certain the kid was probably goddamn torn up. And granted, it's for a character arc, I get it, but fuck! I hate seeing animal violence. And the parents are concerned about their kids because they're out playing, and like, okay, great, you're interacting with people, but you're out, many, many hours, even though it's a great Nordic summer where the sun never sleeps. Ha ha! And after Anna continues to communicate more and grow, it turns out that Anna also has certain powers. And Ben, at one point, decides to torture his mom by boiling some water, and knocks her out with a pan, boils her legs, with water, and she dies on the floor. Because Ben's a goddamn evil son of a bitch. And of course, that was pretty obvious when he decided to kill the cat! For no reason. Sorry, I'm fine. And Mother talks to Anna because she saw her talking when she was hanging out with Aisha. She's like, oh my God, you can talk. That's great. Hey, Peter, oh my God, you can talk. Never mind. And then she speaks through, and then a little bit later, she speaks through Anna, where Ben has basically gone completely rogue. It's like, Ben's out to get us or whatever. We need to stop him. God damn it. It turns out that Ben can make people do things, and he uses his mind control for evil. He, at one point, makes a bully that had picked on him break his leg during a football game, aka soccer in the U.S., because we're weird like that. And, oh, God, that bone break, that was brutal. There's some good violence in this. And at one point, he, controls Aisha and makes her stop breathing, but then Ida pushes him down. And then a little bit later, he takes control of Aisha's mother and makes her stab and kill her. Boy, that was really boy, imagine being a parent having that shit happen to you. Imagine being anybody having that happen to you and then wonder what the fuck's going on. So then Ida decides she needs to go stop Ben. So she decides to take a toy plane after hugging her mother and saying, okay, it's all right, bye, here's Anna. And then she takes a toy plane. She says, throw it off this bridge. And then she pushes him off the bridge. And that's pretty much it right there. The same bridge where he had used his mind control a little bit earlier to kill another bully by using another guy in the apartment to knock him out with a rock. Man, Ben's a goddamn bastard. And she pushes him off the bridge. He's laying on the side of the road, but apparently, he's not dead yet. an adult sees her. She has these weird visions because she's haunted by this stuff. And she ends up getting hit in the road by a car and has a concussion and a busted leg. Ben's okay, by the way. Ben then decides, hey, I'm going to, just do one final showdown because apparently I'm fine. Anna leaves because she's going to take care of him because Anna has really, really great powers. And then then they're facing off across the pond, literally, because there's a goddamn pond there. It's either a pond or a lake. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know much about Norway layouts. But nevertheless, they're having this psychic battle and everything. Well, there are other kids that are watching from other apartments. Turns out there are other kids that have powers. Apparently nobody in this goddamn park beach area is aware of any of this shit going on. There's kids crying, but none of the parents have any goddamn clue. And basically Anna and Ida bond together, but Anna uses her powers to basically fry his mind. And he's in the swing. He grips the goddamn railing, and then he passes out and dies in the swing because she just seemingly cracks his mind, cracks his brain. And then that's it. Everybody lives on. Everybody does what they do. Yeah. And Ida's also upset and hugs her mother because she has power she doesn't understand. Also, it could have been a metaphor for growing up and hitting puberty, but I don't know. Basically, this movie's really goddamn good. A great character study. Fucking terrific. I really liked it. A+. Absolutely check this fucking shit out. This is fucking great. Escobar deserves more opportunities to make movies. Hopefully they give him a bigger budget next time for something. Let this guy let his creative juices flow. like he's gonna watch this. He's a busy man. He's got no time to watch stuff from fans. I'm a fan of people that put thought into their movies. I might need to check out more of his work, but this is really goddamn good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.